Hey everybody, it's me, Dana. I felt like I went very fast on my project share, because I knew I only had a few minutes. So what I did is I added a few more layouts, and I'm going to go a little slower this time. This first layout is using Amy Tangerine. I want to say Finders Keepers. I did this layout a while back of my son, and while he was away at college, and I mounted it on this blue polka dot paper. I just like how it turned out. And then this layout is using a Ali Edwards kit. It was documenting a rough time for me when my son was sentenced to 3 months in jail for something he didn't even do. So that was like a really tough time, and I thought that I would journal it because this was during the Christmas season, and I really thought I wasn't going to make it, guys. So this is another one that I added. This one is using Maggie Holmes. I want to say Bloom. So yeah, I think it was definitely wasn't Shine, so it had to be Bloom. And I just did a lot of layering. Used washi tape. I don't know if you can see that. I lightly watercolored on this page. So this is another one of my favorites. And Heidi Swapp's Gold Lame Color Shine, absolute favorite. This layout is using She Blooms, and I kept it simple. Did a little watercoloring on here. Lots of layering. I popped some of the flowers up. I don't know if you can see the dimension. Some things are flat, some things are not. I use tooling. I love to use tulle and different items in my scrapbooking to give it that extra texture. This is Little You, and it is of my nephew. My brother is like 50. He turned 50 this year, and he had another baby at 49. So he started late in the game. Actually, I'm the youngest and the first to have a baby in the family. My sister and brother were late to the party. So he's got like a granddaughter and a son. I mean, they're like literally a few months apart. His son is like 3 months older than his granddaughter. So the next is this layout I showed previously, but I wanted to take my time. I love these acrylic letters that you get in the Ali Edwards kit, the story kit. So, and then I used a lot of layering on here. I used a doily, some tooling, a tag, and just really simple. This is like the only two things with color, and then the gold paper clip. Everything else is black and white. So I kept it monochromatic. I used watercolor on here. So yeah, it's one of my favorites. I have so much ribbon, and I decided I'm going to try to use a little ribbon in every layout from now on. I have way too much. This layout, I showed you before in the last, is Indigo Hills. And again, I wasn't able to show you. The picture is dimensional because I popped that up. The word beautiful is popped up. This flower right here is popped up. Some flowers over here are popped up. I kept some popped up, some flat. Like this is flat. Then one of the phrases is popped up. I don't know if you can see the dimension there. It's popped up on pop dots. And that circle right there, embellishment, is popped up. The other one is flat. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, I like to use a lot of dimension. And that paper clip, that wooden paper clip, is to die for. I had to include that. And then I just stapled for some more dimension. I love to staple things on. And then I just thought that this was the perfect amount of ink splatter in this layout. And it's that navy. Oh my God. That navy blue color shine by Heidi Swapp is one of my favorites. That and the gold lame. And of course the black, which you'll see I used a lot of. I can think now. This is Maggie Holmes Gather. Again, a lot of texture and dimension in this layout. This are the tags that came in the ephemera kit. And I kind of like roughed them up on the edges, if you can see that. And I didn't use any paper to mat with. This is all from the ephemera pack. And so, Jere, I can hear you. And then I did the bird paper, which I love that paper. And I kind of like curled it up on the edges, and then I matched that with the black and white polka dot, and I, curled that up. I don't know if you can see that on the edges. And I used a little puffy sticker there, poking out the side of that chipboard, and that little birdie there. And the capture is just dangling off the page. So, yep. And then what is this? God, I now, for the life of me, I cannot think of this line. Is it Posh? No. We are urban chic. Huh, thought of it. Again, I use a little different dimension. If you see, I notched that right here, just in one spot. The picture on here is dimensional. It's popped up. I don't know if you can see that. This little tag here is popped up. And the lovely is popped up. So, just want to show. And then, of course, my ink splatter. So, love, love, love. And then this one, which is like one of my favorites. I use, again, these are old ephemera. This is from Maggie Holmes' first line, I want to say, this ephemera pack. So I had some left over in a bowl, and I just decided, hey, I'm going to use it. And it went perfectly with this. I used the turquoises and pink because that's the color in my nails. I used some tooling, just put it on there all funky and wonky, no rhyme or rhythm. And I added some silver sequins and some black sequins, and then I just watercolored and added my ink splatter. And ink splatter and sequins looks, in my opinion, looks really, 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 really good together. So, and I was noticing something. These layouts look very similar. I didn't realize that I used like this black and white polka dot paper in both of them. And then they both have acrylic words, and they both have the what is it called? The tooling. So, but anyway, who cares, right? They'll just go side by side like it was a 2-page spread. This line, I still can't think of the name of it. Oh my gosh, I'm getting old. That's what happens when you turn 42. With this line, with this layout, I don't know if you can tell, my photo isn't matted on anything. What I did was I just added a doily to the side so it'll have some symmetry in it. And then I wanted to do like flowers around, but not like a circle. Like I didn't want to put a wreath around my daughter. So I just, if you can see, all of the flowers are not popped up, just a few. So like this one's popped, this one's popped, that one's popped, that one's flat, that one's flat, that one's flat, that one's flat, and this one's popped. So I wanted to, you know, give it like some dimension. And then I just went around up, but not like a complete circle. I did, like I said, I didn't want to put a wreath around my daughter. And this was Jer'April. She turned 17, and every day for that entire week she dressed up. With this one, again, I told you I love tulle. Oh my God, I love putting tulle in my layouts. This is a very simple layout. Again, I use older stuff. This was from Heidi Swapp's first paper pad that she had. I can't even think of the name of it. And these are old Maggie Holmes. I want to say, was it confetti? I don't think it was confetti. But remember she came out and she had like an ephemera pack and it was everything in it was florals. Well, that's from that. So, and then again, that's Heidi Swapp paper that I just folded in half. So yeah. And then a Project Life card, and then that bronze copper ink splatter that I used. And this layout, I again used a little bit of dimension. If you could look at like the words for a second, this one's flat, that one's popped, this one's flat, that one's popped. My face, I'm so silly. This layout should have been called Silly because that's how I'm acting in these pictures. These are popped, and then this one is flat. So, you know, I like to pop things up in my layout. And I love, like I said, I love stapling. I think that gives it that extra dimension, that extra texture. And I don't know if you can see that, but I very lightly took a piece of cellophane and sprayed some yellow color. No, that was Huey's Mist. And I just rubbed it on the paper to give it that little watercolor effect. And then I did some splatter and pop dots. And then I mounted it. This one, again, like I said, is very simple. Really no dimension. Like nothing's popped on this page. Everything is flat. That puffy sticker just has its own dimension. I'm sorry, I did pop the bird. That's the only thing, as you can see, with dimension. My favorite out of every layout on here is this one. Again, I said that I did some wonky stitching. Made with scraps. And it is popped. Just the photo is popped. I put it on I got some cardstock under it. So I just wanted to talk briefly about some of the things that I did. This is popped. I had some cardboard that I put under it to pop it. So, and this is just a bunch of layering, a bunch of, this is trace paper that I folded. You know, trace paper, it looks like tissue paper. And vellum and washi tape. And again, everything on here is just scraps. This one I popped. So this is popped. And the Awesome is popped. So when I say popped, I mean like pop dotted. This is popped. Just the photo. And my niece is she's my son, my great niece, I need to say, my brother's granddaughter. That's 3 months younger than her uncle. This is Popped. I gave a little dimension. Lots of, I'm not going to say lots of color shine. It's just like 3 different color shines on here. So, and the picture is popped. See, this is what I do. I just cut cardboard and I stick it under there. That's my pop. And then this is popped. And did I pop this? Yeah, my daughter's popped. She's got little cardboard under. This is popped. My picture. And this is flat. And only thing that's popped on this whole thing is this circle. Even all the florals are flat. And this is popped. So, and then just my picture on here is popped. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, you know, how I made it, what I did, how, you know, I do my layouts. I'm going to try to do a process video. I've never done one. I, you know, don't even know where to start. So, just flipping back through so you can get a good look. I feel like I went slower this time. The first time I went entirely too fast. And yeah, there's my favorite layout again. I'm like proud of myself. I felt like a professional. I mean, I know I get compliments that I'm really good at it, but you know, we are our own worst critics at times. So, yeah. This I think this is like number 2, my favorite. So I only used 2 colors in there. I mean, 1 color. 2 with the gold paper clip. So, another one of my favorites. Another favorite. I'm gonna have to hot glue some of this stuff down. So it's popping all around. And the last one. I hope you guys enjoyed my project share. I'll try to share more often so you don't have to watch a million layouts at once. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching. Bye.